welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to a very special bonus episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is November 18, 2020. I am your host, Luis Palacio, with my co-host, Chris.
Hey, it's your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. Oh my gosh, we got a lot of news today.
Dude, to be able to get this set up for the amount of news that we got right now, it's probably going to be its own podcast episode, but I wanted to put it as a bonus. We call it the bonus episode, level 40.1, Go Beyond!
And plus Ultra.
Okay, yeah, you messed that one up.
I'm not gonna lie, I heard my cue and I went, uh-oh.
Alright. Make sure that you all check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com, which is also the Professor Network. Wonderful people to work through. We are affiliated with them, so make sure you check them out. We are going like full raw information aside from what we actually be posting. We don't have any notes. We just have what we have gotten live from the game. So we're going to go ahead and go to that and the actual trailer. So real quick before we begin talking on what's going on in the big, I guess, update of the whole entire game coming right now into the game, or very soon. I'm gonna go watch this small little trailer that Pokemon Go put out together for everybody. Every time I hear the actual music, I feel like there's something going on with the game. But guys, it's here. One of the biggest updates that Pokemon Go has actually made in the last 4 years, including many and reworking many things in the world of Pokemon Go as we speak. So much information has been put out that it's just a little bit crazy. I'm super excited to talk about it, and I'm glad that we're able to actually have this podcast. Thank you so much to Chris for actually allowing me to get this all set up. As a bonus episode. It is fitting that it's called 40.1, the bonus episode of the last podcast, because the rework that we've all been waiting for, plus more, is coming to Pokemon Go right now. So Chris, how about we dive into the news right now and let everybody else know what is going on with the Go Beyond
plus Ultra.
Okay, you finally got that one.
I've been practicing.
I know, right? The Pokemon Go journey continues beyond what we expect. So here is the little outskirts that we got from the blog post. We're going to read it word to word, and we're going to go ahead and go through the steps of what's going to happen throughout all of this time from here until the end of the year, and beyond that, of course, to the next year of Pokemon Go history. So trainers, since we began our journey together over 4 years ago, Pokemon Go has evolved in so many ways. From the addition of battles, raid battles, trainer battles, and Team Go Rocket battles to discover over 600 different Pokemons that can be encountered in the game, the world of Pokemon Go has continued to change and expand in exciting new ways. The week of November 30th, which is literally next week, literally 2 weeks from now, 2020, Pokemon Go will go beyond. Okay, yeah, you're cute.
I was processing that like a computer, I swear.
Okay, we'll be making big changes of how trainers can level up and implement seasons, a new way to experience in-game events. Not only that, but Pokemon originally discovered in the Kalos region will be coming to Pokemon Go. Alright, so real quick, Chris, how about you go ahead and we'll read actually the post. So we'll go ahead and go to the actual post of the level cap increase to level 50. So Chris, how about you take us away from this information?
For the...
Yes,
for the little bit under it?
Yeah, so it says read more here.
I actually don't... Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Ooh, oh my gosh. Trainers, for the first time since the game's launch, leveling up is being rebalanced in Pokemon Go. We're rebalancing a wide assortment of features and systems to make leveling up more fun than ever. And for those trainers who have already reached level 40, you'll be pleased to know that you'll soon be able to reach up to level 50, as long as you're up to the challenge, that is. And I think we are.
Yes.
I do think we are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Keep going if you want to. If not, you can
All right.
you can let me go.
Leveling up in Pokemon Go will soon be more fun and accessible. If you haven't played Pokemon Go in a while, you might be feeling a bit skittish about jumping back in, but don't worry. Soon, leveling up in Pokemon Go will be more accessible than ever. Starting on November 30th, 2020, you'll earn more XP from catching Pokemon, evolving Pokemon, hatching eggs, registering new Pokédex entries, and more. In some cases, the XP earned will be as much as double what it was before, so it'll be easier than ever for trainers to catch up to their higher level friends. I think that's very interesting because, best friends was like the best way to get XP.
Yeah,
before.
definitely. So let's go ahead and to a pause real quick before we continue on to read the whole blog post. So just like Chris mentioned, it started on November 30th. People who have actually, not gotten to level 40 yet will have everybody. It's affecting everybody at this point. You'll be able to earn more experience catching Pokemon, evolving, hatching eggs, and registering new entries. Basically, the double or close to double experience of what we're getting for the rest of the year, basically. It's just great because, just like Chris mentioned, the best way to actually get most experience was actually getting best friends. But at the same time, the game has always constantly had the same pace. Catching whatever Pokemon you see in the wild, whatever bonuses were active at the time. Raids and battles and experience and even Tingle Rock and everything like that. They had an own separate experience, but everything is gonna basically double and earn more of what we're getting. Now, we don't know if it's a full double, but we do know that you're going to be getting more experience as it says live right now. But we'll get to that in a moment. So, Chris, go ahead and continue on with the blog post of what's going on.
I think this is what we're excited about, already being level 40. Become a Legacy 40 trainer before the end of the year. Yes. We are already Legacy 40 trainers.
Yes.
I hope you guys are too. If you guys are close, definitely get there.
Yes.
Because trainers who reach level 40 before Thursday, December 31st at 2020 at 11:59 p.m. local time.
So before New Year's.
Oh yeah.
Way before.
What a crazy way to start the New Year, man.
I know, right?
They'll earn the title of Legacy 40 Trainer and earn some exclusive rewards like timed research that rewards an exclusive Gyarados hat avatar item, which I love, and a special Legacy 40 medal. I love medals, man.
Yes, that is actually saying our hard work didn't go unnoticed. I think a lot of people were worrying that once we reach anything above level 40, like they're mentioning here, that we're going to lose that exclusivity of being able to play for 4 years and get level 40 as close as we did. I'm glad that they're rewarding us with other things. There's many speculations of what the time research could be aside from just the Gyarados hat. They could give us a chance to get something like maybe a mythical Pokemon or something that we couldn't catch before or something like that, just because of the things that's the speculation town when it comes down to it, Chris. And I understand you're probably hype about that, and I'm putting that thought in your mind for sure. But that's the thing, what is the special time research that they're going to give us for reaching such an important level or actually such an important milestone in all shapes and forms, So we wanted to make sure that everybody is aware that reaching level 40 is a milestone and they're rewarding us in some way, hopefully with cooler stuff coming up in the future too. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay. To help trainers reach level 40 quicker, a double catch XP bonus will be live from Wednesday, November 18th, which is today.
Today, yes.
at 1 p.m. PST. To Thursday, December 31st, 2020.
So basically, for the rest of the year, we are at double cash experience bonus. So catch all the Pokemon you can, do all the evolution that you can. I mean, right now it just says catch, but I'm sure there's other bonuses too. I haven't really tried it out. But this is the time, trainers. This is the time to push to that level 40. Because the double experience catch applies to everything you do, and every catch that you get, even legendaries or anything that will get applied. Excellent throws, great throws, nice throws, curveball throws, all of that you can practice to make sure you can get better. And of course, Lucky X will award you with 4 times experience because you are actually active to that. So it is the time. You have basically a month and a half to actually reach level 40 right now, trainers. So if anybody listening in our podcast services or anybody who's here right now in the live stream, make sure that you get your grind on to get that level 40 badge. If you need help, you can jump into Discord. We can give you tips. We can give you the experience that you need. We'll definitely set up Lucky Eggs and everything, but the friendship mechanic can help you through the first month and a half, but then afterwards you're not going to be able to get to the final hearts before then, unless they said, hey, there's more to come, and there's definitely more to come, guys. So go ahead and continue on, Chris.
Oh geez, dude, I just took a peek.
Yeah.
Ooh, level 40 trainers, get ready for a whole new challenge. Already at level 40 and excited to put your extra XP to use. Well, the wait's nearly over, and there's a ton to look forward to when you level up. However, surpassing level 40 will take more than just XP. You'll also need to complete new level up research between levels, and these tasks can be quite challenging. Here's some of what you might expect to face in order to reach each level. And in the screenshot, dude, I'm looking at it. Oh.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so and I'll go ahead and get to one last thing before you continue on with the blog post. It shows right here level 45. So I mean, I never thought I'd see the A when that happens, but it did. Just look at the maximum experience you actually need to get to that level, which is around 15,500,000 experience, which is incredibly amazing. A lot of people have already reached that much, and a lot of people actually get to that much. Now, here's the trick to this. If you are past level 40 already, and you have gained experience as we go along, and we got, people are saying, you can get more like 100,000 or 100 million experience and things like that, or even Red 10, who has over 9 billion experience, over the course of all the years that he's played. All of that will actually trickle in. However, it won't put you to the next level that easily. You'll actually have to complete specific tasks to able to reach that other level. So you're not just saying, I'm going to reach level 50 right now, just because I already have all the experience that I need. That's not going to be the case. It's going to power up the level mechanic, of course, with the experience that you already have. But the tasks that you actually are going to complete are going to basically say, this is what you are going to submit to what it's going to make you the best trainers, the master trainer of them all in that regard. And we'll definitely go over, because they actually put every single one of the levels and what you need to do to actually talk about it. Now, I haven't read all of this, so this is brand new to me and this and things. So I have seen a couple of things there and there. But one last thing before we actually go into the recaps of every single one of the levels, because they actually tell you what you need to do in each level to reach the next level of CP. There is one thing that said, additionally, trainers will soon be able to power up their Pokemon to a higher CP level than was previously possible at each trainer level. Try powering up Pokemon to see the difference. However, we want to make sure that you guys are aware that this is the announcement. We can try to power up, but at the same time, there's a lot of power creep around that people are talking about. Hold on to powering up your Pokemon and don't spend the investment of Stardust or deleting Pokemon that you don't need or anything like that. Especially the battlers. Especially the battlers. They are so worried that their Pokemon are not going to be the level requirement that they need to go past that level 40. Example, let's say Sableye. Sableye maxes out under 1500. Because that is the level 40 requirement or level 41 requirement when you reach that certain breakpoint. However, because of the power creep, it's going to be able to go beyond that. So it's not going to have that power level on depending on what the battle requirements are going to be. So people are scared that they're, rank ones or anything that you had before and power up to the max. They're not going to be there anymore. It could be a thing where there will not be. But this also opens up the opportunity to use brand new Pokemon that you never use in battles. Power creep, like I said, is going to be a thing in this meta. We still don't have all the information of how it's gonna work aside from what we're reading right now. But I want to make sure that everybody's aware. Do not try to spend that Stardust if it's not needed until we have every single piece of information before the next big update of this. So make sure you are aware. There's still time for your Pokemon to actually be useful. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the levels. They are telling us what we need to do to reach each level aside from the task. Each one of them will have certain specific tasks that we need to complete, just like I said. So, Chris, how about I read one level and then you read the next one, and then we'll go from there, okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right, so level 41. Submit your catching skills to the test of endurance. You'll be expected to catch a high number of Pokemon in a single day, along with other tasks, in order to reach level 41. Interesting.
That sounds like McMortar Day.
Yeah,
mode.
I know, right? All right, what's level 42?
Level 42. From evolving Eevee into each of its available evolutions to using certain evolution items on specific Pokemon, reaching level 42 will test your knowledge of Pokemon evolutions.
So basically an evolution party, depending on what kind of Pokemon it tells you to evolve. And they did say specifically Eevee, so there's one thing that a lot of people are saying. Make sure you start walking your Eevees so you can actually evolve them to those specific moments. I feel like by the time we actually get to this point, we're probably going to have Sylveon.
It'd be interesting, yeah.
Yeah. But let's go on. So level 43. Show us your mastery of gym battles and raid battles. You'll also need to have earned a certain number of Platinum medals. I don't know why. I think that's a misprint on their part. Before you can actually advance to level 43. You might find yourself with a surprise avatar item at the end too. So basically the amount of raids and gym battles, and definitely the amount of, I think, gold badges or platinum badges that we have will be implemented into that mechanic. So level 44, Chris.
Okay. Interesting. Battling other trainers has been a fundamental aspect of the Pokemon RPGs since the beginning, but it's still relatively new to Pokemon Go. Have you been developing your skills in battle? You have to if you want to reach level 44.
Yeah. So basically, Go Battle League, battle trainers, probably Tringo Rockets battles and everything, which there's actually way more at the end of this, but definitely everything skill for battling, which I want to say that this is a good way to satisfy the battle mechanic in the game, because I know there's a lot of people that say, okay, if there's no point of me doing battles aside from a couple of rewards, there's no point of me doing. So people don't do battles, especially all the trainer battles or GBL in that regard. But if this incentivizes them to actually say, hey, I need to reach this, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and do the battles. It's gonna say, hey, we're gonna do that. At the other side of the coin, though, people are gonna say, oh, you're forcing me to do battles even though I don't want to. You know, kind of the thing. But hey, they're rewarding you for something to be able to do that kind of skill. So it's time to brush up on the skills, get on PP Poke, and start getting some Pokemons, you know? Alright, so level 45. You're battling gyms, raids, and Go Battle League, but to reach level 45, you need to focus your efforts on taking down the Speksky Team Go Rocket villains. You might find yourself with a surprise avatar item at the end too. So this one is basically just say complete as many Team Go Rocket battles and leaders as possible. All right, level 46, Chris.
Okay, level 46. Get ready to explore Intrepid trainers. To reach level 46, you'll need to complete a number of field research tasks, hatch a certain number of eggs, and document your daily adventures using Ghost Snapshot.
All right. So that means that this is all basically on the whole research, eggs, and snapshots. So I'm sure that there was something that said you gotta take X amount of snapshots to complete this task, and then you need to do X amount of research tasks to complete this in the level mechanics. So we'll see. Level 47. You may think you master the art of battling in raids, but you're required to reach level 47 would really test your mettle. For example, one challenge will require you to win raids with teams that meet the certain requirements, and that's just the beginning. That is really interesting. So that means,
spicy.
I kind of want to say that if they tell you only got use certain amount of Pokemons or certain amount of types in this battle, maybe that's what you need to do. That's going to be really interesting.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, level 48.
Okay, level 48. The requirements to reach level 48 are focused on one of the most important things in all of Pokemon Go, your friendship with your buddy Pokemon. From kilometers walked, that's funny. From kilometers walked to the number of souvenirs you've collected, Reaching level 48 will require you and your buddy to be laser focused on developing your friendship with one another. You might find yourself with a surprise avatar item at the end too.
All right. So basically,
a lot of items.
Yeah, so basically the buddy system is going to be implemented in level 48 to get to level 48 at least. And real quick, I wanted to make sure that I remind everybody, this is on top of the experience grind, guys. So you gotta reach the experience and then reach that task to do it. So there's a lot of going on this when it comes down to it. So, level 49. If there's one thing that matches the importance of your friendship with your buddy, it's your friendship with other trainers. The people we meet on our Pokemon journeys brings on so much joy to our lives, and cultivate those friendships is key to becoming an amazing Pokemon trainer. Reach level 49 by sending gifts, acquiring lucky Pokemon, to trades, and more. That's an interesting one. That depends on how many lucky friends and lucky trades we have. I know a lot of people are doing the lucky decks, but that's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, definitely use your trades to the fullest extent for that one.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure there will be a batch just keeping track of that or something.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and level 50, Chris.
Ooh, this is it. The home stretch. To reach the highest available level in Pokemon Go, you must master all aspects of the game. Some examples include making excellent throws, catching legendary Pokemon, and defeating Team Go Rocket leaders with Pokemon under 1500 CP. So you can tell this will be the ultimate test of whether you're ready to stand among the most accomplished trainers in Pokemon Go. And, of course, you might find yourself with a surprise avatar item at the end. I've seen people do it before, so it's definitely possible.
Yes, that's crazy. The whole part where it says Team Go Rocket leaders who are under 1500, that's going to be basically a way of testing your skills in battle, especially against the Team Go Rocket leaders. That will also depend if they actually change how the mechanics of Team Go Rocket leaders are, but unless you already know how you really do need to battle them, they shouldn't be too hard. You just need to know how the mechanics work. And we can talk about that when we actually get to that point. So, So after that, we have some basically some screenshots of what it's gonna look like. So this is the requirement to get to level 46, the experience, plus the task, just like it says, complete 100 free reaches tasks, take a snapshot of your Pokemon 7 days in a row, make 50 excellent throws, and hash 30x, which for a veteran player like ourselves, we already know we can do it. But somebody who is starting to keep up on those levels, this kind of task can seem a little mediocre or a little hard, especially the 50 throws. But you gotta remember that those add up over the course of the day, so you don't have to do them all at once.
I'm just never a fan of the 7 days in a row quests like that, like making you wait to get that level, you know?
Right, because we can definitely do the 100, the 50, and the 30 within a day or two, depending on how many you do. But that snapshot is basically what's going to hold the experience grind for anybody, because you're just going to now be able to move on to the next level because of that, you know?
Yeah.
All right, so you want to finish up, or do you want me to continue?
I can read about the little bit underneath.
Yeah.
Ooh. Pokemon Go will also be introducing Candy Extra Large. These candies will be required to power up Pokemon to even higher CP than what was previously possible, and can be acquired either by catching Pokemon or by converting and combining Candy into Candy XL, Extra Large. There will also be other ways to obtain Candy XL, so stay tuned. Keep an eye out for special timed research to complete in December to help you level up. And for those of you working on pushing past level 40, why not give your fellow trainers a hand as they try to reach level 40 themselves? There'll be tons of opportunities for everyone to earn XP throughout November and December. We're halfway through November, but yeah.
Right.
Like during the 12 Days of Friendship event, and I think that already started, right?
Definitely. We'll go about it because that's another part of the news of this update, basically. So just a little bit more to just continue on and faster to this, because if not, this podcast is gonna be another 3-hour long podcast. In addition to these updates to experience and trainer leveling outlined above, you can also look forward to updates regarding encountering and catching Pokemon's adventure sinks and buddy system, field research gifts, and more. We provide more information once those changes go live during the week of November 30th. So we have 2 weeks. We have a little bit more exciting gameplay changes coming up. Aside from what they already mentioned. And then, of course, the Level Up redesign testing premieres in Australia. So a portion of level 40 trainers in Australia will soon be given early access to some of the new features. It will roll out so people can actually understand how it works and hopefully test out and see if it works out well for the trainers above. There was a tweet from Pokeminer saying that they have set the level to 40 only. So people will not be able to basically power creep their Pokemons just yet for the leagues and battles yet. So we just want to make sure that that's aware. And of course they said, please aware your surroundings when playing and all that stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Definitely. So this is the very first announcement of the night. There's way more to go beyond on the level aside from just level 50. So we're definitely gonna get through that and see what is next in store for us, which is the new ways of playing Pokemon Go with seasons. So we're definitely going to be reading that too. All right, I'm getting ready for this. All right, so go beyond. Experience Pokemon Go in a new way with seasons. Trainers, we learned a lot from running in-game events in Pokemon Go this past few years, and we thank you for your continued support and feedback. We're excited to put all we learned to work in a brand new way of experiencing Pokemon Go seasons. As the world outside rotates through winter, spring, summer, and autumn, the world of Pokemon Go will change with seasons. Every 3 months, you can expect to see a new season in Pokemon Go that brings major changes, such as the following. Different Pokemon will be appearing Different Pokemon will be appearing more often in the wild, hatching from eggs and appearing in raids. Some Pokemons will be more difficult to find depending on the season, so catch them while you can. Based on the hemisphere you're in, you can find different Pokemon appearing in the wild each season. For example, in the first season, when this update goes live, Pokemon related to winter will appear more in the wild in the northern hemisphere, while the Burmy, Darumaka, and other Pokemon related to summer will be appearing more in the wild in the southern hemisphere. You might notice other differences in Pokemon you can find in the wild too. Real quick before continuing on with this, this is basically tying in with some of the Pokemon that are just basically region exclusive or basically region dependent and season dependent. Just like the Deerling. Deerling can only spawn on between being a winter one or a spring one or things like that unless we have the season. So this is basically giving us the ability to get those Pokemon in that regard. In addition, different forms of Deerling will appear in the wild depending on which hemisphere you're in. So keep a lookout for. Remember, guys, we get all the seasons, so we just have to make sure that we spend playing Pokemon Go and be able to catch those Pokemon that way.
It's definitely well, especially if it changes the catch screen a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. In-game events will theme based on the season you're occurring in. So basically, if we have a special event that says, hey, where this Pokemon and this Pokemon is gonna appear in this side of the world, while this Pokemon is gonna appear in that side of the world. Maybe vice versa, depending on the time of the year, Seasons will be continually updated with more features and content. So we already have weather. Why not have seasons?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Mega changes are coming. So this is actually new. With each new season, trainers can also expect to see updates to Mega Evolve Pokemon. And just like everybody says, to Mega Evolve Pokemon, you gotta go beyond evolution. I know, I thought about that.
Ultra?
Plus Ultra. There you go. Different new Mega Evolved Pokemon will be appearing in each season. So they're going to be the rotating thing that we know, but now they're going to be tying more to the season of Pokemon. So if we're in winter right now, and that's when this update go live, I'm pretty sure we'll have Mega Evolved Pokemon that relate to the winter, like maybe a Bulbasaur. A Bulbasaur could be a nice little Pokemon in the winter time. Cool. We could also have Absol, Mega Absol, or even Mega Gallade, or Mega Gallade.
Glalie.
Glalie. Those are more winter-like Mega Evolution Pokemon, so it depends on what it is.
Yeah, that solves my problem of having too many. I mean, I know they've been rotating them already, but...
Yeah, definitely. Certain Mega Evolved Pokemons will have limited periods where they have an increased total CP, and trainers will have more opportunities to use these Mega Evolved Pokemons more easily. Okay, alright, I get makes sense. In addition to all of this, the Go Battle League changes. And I'm sure you're excited about this one, Chris.
I'm on the edge of my seat, man.
Where's it showing? You gotta show it, you know? It's like... Alright, the introduction of seasons also brings exciting changes to Go Battle League. The Go Battle League will expand from 10 ranks to 24 ranks, and the top 4 ranks will have all new names and corresponding badges. The expanded ranks will be accompanied by a totally new reward structure, which gives trainers more opportunities to earn exclusive rewards through ranking up. You can also expect the Go Battle League reward to be tied into the team of the current season too. Excuse me. Go Battle League seasons will occur in tandem with the overarching seasons, and they will rotate formats on the same 3 months schedule. So to reach rank 24, it's gonna be a 3 month schedule on each season from here on out. So season 6, depending, I think it's starting next month, December 1st or something close. Looks like it will be. From what I read here, it says to be a 3 month schedule season. So that's gonna be interesting. There's definitely going to be news tied into this soon, because it says keep an eye for more details in the Go Battle League soon. So I think by the end of this week and the beginning of next week, that's when the news is going to come out to how this next season is going to work out. Which we knew it was going to change, but now this is a sneak peek to it. A season of celebration. Starting on Tuesday, December 1st at 8 a.m. local time, the first season will begin, and the season of celebration. Pokemon origin discovered in the Kalos region will appear in Pokemon Go. To celebrate the arrival and the new year, Professor Willard is embarking on a quest to research the different regions of the Pokemon world, and he needs your help. During this season, trainers will be able to participate in a series of in-game events featuring Pokemons first discovered in different regions. Whenever you're a fan of Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, or Kalos, Pokemon originally discovered in each of these regions will be appearing as Professor Willard looks to discover and celebrate their rich histories. At the end of the season of celebration, we'll be introducing a brand new global event experience. Stay tuned for more details. Dun, 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 dun. Go Beyond!
Plus Ultra.
There you go. Thank you. Alright, so this basically ties into what we're going to be talking about next, which is the Kalos region. Generation 6 is finally coming into Pokemon Go. And one of the things we did mention on the last podcast, or the last episode of the podcast, is that we were hoping to see maybe Generation 5 last batch of Pokemons to come into the game. But I don't know, man. Now it's looking a lot more bleak at that point. I'm not saying that I'm not excited about Generation 6 coming in. I just want my Bloodresta, man. I want my Volcarona already. Just give it to me.
There's so many good Pokemon. So many good Pokemon. I mean, there isn't, a bad generation, in my opinion. Everything has something good.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I'm well aware that the season celebration is going to have some nice little things tied into it, but at the same time, I'm excited about what's going to be the global event experience after that.
They're teased us so bad.
Definitely. All right, so that is seasons. Go Beyond seasons. That's that what we go through. But now we're going to talk about the Pokemons originally discovered in the Kalos region. Chris, as you please, of course. Go Beyond Pokemon originally discovered in Kalos region are coming.
On the actual, the new page?
Yeah.
Okay. Pokemon such as Chespin, Fennekin, Froakie, Fletchling, and their evolutions will be coming to Pokemon Go, including the highly anticipated Greninja and Talonflame. Pyroar will also be available in both of its forms. Amen. Here's a list of many of the Pokemon you can expect to encounter, whether in the wild, through evolution, or by hatching eggs starting on December 2nd, 2020. Okay, I'll go through these really fast.
Okay.
Chespin, Quilladin, Chestnut, Fennekin, Braixen, Delphox, Froakie, Frogadier, Greninja, Bunnelby, Diggersby, Fletchling, Fletchlander, Talonflame, Litleo, Pyroar, Klefki. Please note that Klefki will only be appearing in France.
Here is our brand new original Pokemon for Generation 6.
Oh, that's an OP one. No.
Especially for Go Battle League too. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait, hold on. We still don't know how this is gonna work with the new CP system. So stay tuned. Continue on.
Celebrate the arrival of new Pokemon with a special event from Wednesday, December 2nd, 2020 at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, December 8th, 2020 at 10 p.m. local time. Pokemon originally discovered in the Kalos region will be appearing more often in the wild. More details to come soon. More teasing.
Oh.
Ooh. What is this?
Ooh.
A mysterious raid egg? Hello? I did not see this. There seems to be a mysterious Pokemon preparing to hatch from a 1-star raid egg soon. We're tracking the progress of this egg in our social channels, and we might need your help to get it to hatch sooner? Oh my gosh. What? Oh
yes.
my gosh.
So, aside from what we already know what Pokemons are going to appear in the wild, the first batch of Pokemon, Generation 6 Pokemons, I'm of course excited for all the starters. I love every single one of the starters. Talonflame is one of my favorites. Unfortunately, Clefly was too, but I can't go to friends, so I'll just wait for a time when I will be able to. However, the mysterious egg is the one that it's got to be the most excited. We have no idea what this is. People are speculating so many things, and one of the things that I'm speculating is maybe that mysterious one raid egg is a Pokemon we haven't seen before in between the generations that we already have, like maybe a Pokemon called from the world of the ocean, a Manaphy egg maybe,
or a Fion. Mm-hmm. Well, it's very interesting to me that's a 1-star egg.
But that will make sense because he's not supposed to be that powerful. But at the same time, it's a mythical Pokemon. You only get through the egg itself.
That's true.
So maybe we gotta rate it. We don't know. It's a 1-star rate, so it's not gonna be that hard to take down unless I'm wrong. But mark my words, we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be interesting for sure. All right. And the last little piece of news that we have before we wrap up the podcast and probably a little more information. The 12 Days of Friendship event. Prepare to go beyond with 12 Days of Friendship. Trainers, before every major milestone, we reflect on how thankful we are to our friends who join us on our journeys. Invite your friends now to join you on yours. The 12 Days of Friendship event kicks off today. Take the next 12 days to join your friends in preparing for the Go Beyond update, no matter where you are in the world. So starting today at 1 p.m. Eastern time, which is technically 4 p.m. our time, to Monday, November 30th, which is definitely 12 days. The features that we're going to have during these days will include friendship levels will increase faster than normal through opening gifts, trading Pokemon, or battling together in raids, gyms, or trainer battles. So that means if we do a trade, that means that we get double the experience of this. If we do a trade with somebody who needs this or open gifts, we'll get more through that too. Receives a attack bonus when you battle in raids with friends. Be sure to pick a remote raid pass in the shop to raid with friends no matter where you are. You'll earn increased experience from completing raids. So if you're going to be doing a lot of raids soon, guys, this is the time to do it because you want to reach that level 40, just like we mentioned. And you can open more gifts each day. So before we were open to level 20, I'm sure that that's going to be the case now, or 30. That depends on what it is. In addition to, you'll earn twice the experience for catching Pokemon from Wednesday, November 18th to Thursday, December 31st, which we already have that bonus active and ready to go. If you reach level 40 before Thursday, you'll receive some neat rewards and, what we already mentioned in the Go Beyond update, basically on all of that. So if you want to reach level 40, now is the time, guys. Do it.
Just do it.
And then, of course, Pokemon Go goes again and tells us, since 2016, a lot has changed, both in the real world and in Pokemon Go. What hasn't changed, however, is the fact that we have each other and our Pokemon. As Pokemon Go has grown, so have we as trainers and as a community and as people. The game has grown beyond our wildest imaginations, and we're thrilled to see it continues strong 4 years later. It wouldn't have been possible without you, all of you. Now it's time to go beyond together.
Plus Ultra.
Yes! And that's basically the biggest update that we've seen Pokemon Go release in a long time. I mean, probably even bigger than raids or even bigger than anything else we have ever seen.
There's so crazy.
One last thing before we actually end it. There is a developer's insights on the going beyond, but it tells us, basically what they have worked on and what they're going through. We won't get into this because, that is a little more that we can take right now. But if you do want to read it, go to the live post. I'll put it in the description for you guys and everything. But definitely, check it out if you want to see how you're all going there. Yes, and Chris, just like you said in the chat, time to race to level 50, guys. It is time for the new race to start. Oh my God! What? Okay, Chris, real quick. Let me ask you: when did you reach level 40? Do you remember?
Oh, it took me a lot longer than a lot of people. I know I have the screenshot somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was sometime during year number 2, though.
Yeah.
I think it took me longer than a year.
Okay, that makes more sense. I think it was somewhere around the time. I think it was around March of 2018 when I reached level 40. I was also a small grinder, but I did evolution parts and everything. But you can actually go to one of my videos a long time ago where I did reach level 40, and that was a good milestone, good milestone. Now I do have a total of 86 million experience in Pokemon Go right now. I don't know why, but I feel like it's time to make that final push before this update goes live to a full 100 million experience. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but I think it's time for me to shift the gear to overdrive, go beyond what we got.
Plus Ultra.
and try to see if I can get this before the actual update. I don't know if I will be able to get them before the update goes live. There's definitely more information that we'll know when this update goes live, but level 40 is a thing of the past. I think that the new experience is gonna probably come by the New Year's, and that's when we're gonna be able to play around the new features and everything, especially in New Year's, which is nice because a lot of people are off that day. But that means that from here until now and until the end of the year, I have the chance to get to 100 million experience before that happens. So
you got it.
Let's see if we can do it. It's time to put on those lucky eggs every single day from now on. Oh God, this is gonna be fun. Not really.
I can't tell you the last time I used a lucky egg, man.
Yeah, I know, right? But that is it for this bonus episode of the Purified Podcast. I want to appreciate everybody who's come around to watch us and everything. I'm sure you're all excited about what's going on. Make sure you tweet it at us at our social medias at PureLetItGo and at Christo at 0517. If you're listening on our podcast service feeds, you can check us out in Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Amazon Music, and very much more. So guys, make sure you check us out there. This episode will go live in the next day or so. I'm sure that I'll have it ready by tomorrow for the podcast feeds. But again, I want to say thank you. Chris, thank you so much. If you want to email us any infos, please make sure you inform us or send us some information or anything related to Pokemon Go to purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com. All right, Chris, take us away for the bonus beyond.
All right. If you guys got any questions or bragging about your XP or levels, send it to us on Twitter. We'd love to show you off maybe on the channel. Who knows? But yeah, we have a lot to look forward to. I know we have a lot of strong trainers that watch us. Maybe not as strong as us. No, I'm joking. Purelighter and I are definitely going to be trying hard for that level 50. I'm sure you guys are going to be too. There's a lot to look forward to. Our Pokemon are going to be even stronger now that we can power them up even stronger. Definitely looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. Okay. We'll keep you updated as it comes out, but we definitely have a lot to look forward to. Okay. Peace out.
Go beyond, trainers.
Plus Ultra.
Have a good night.